and the millionaires out there. I mean, we were sitting with a few people recently. There was one.
You said they're millionaires?
Yeah, I don't like saying I don't like
what are their
calling
names?
people millionaires. But like there was a few wealthy individuals we were sitting with, and obviously everybody was thinking, yeah, nobody does a budget, and one person was like, I know what I spend every month, family finances, and that's the real way of living, and he's living healthy, and his kids will grow up healthy individuals, because it goes down also when people sending kids off with an allowance for your kid, going to Israel. Not just a credit card that you're swiping. A guy was telling me, my kids are swiping my cards. I was like, you never told him how much he can spend. You never gave him an allowance. Give him the freedom of knowing that he can spend $1,000 this month, and give him the freedom that he can roll over that give him that cash in his bank account, that he can decide, I'm spending $500, I'm putting $500 in savings, or I'm spending the whole $1,000 this month. Give him that freedom, or give him the freedom that he wants to put away for a trip, or whatever.
Build those life skills. It's amazing.
It's getting passed down. It's getting all these.
I want to highlight another intersection that you touched on, the intersection between the business coaching and the personal financial coaching. And I think, I believe that people understand the concept of scalability when it comes to business. And they know that it exists, and they know that if they build their business at the foundation in a way that is scalable, they'll be able to be operationally efficient, and they'll be able to grow the business and scale the business and ultimately sustain the growth through the scalability. It's less intuitive as applied to family and personal finances, but the foundation of a couple and getting a grasp on their own financial plan needs to be able to scale. Because Mir Hashem, when the couple has a child or two children, or those families that you mentioned with 5, 6, 7 children,
10, 12,
halavai weiter, the scalability of your personal finances needs to be in place, and it's much more complex to manage your finances when there's all these moving parts.
And that's exactly why we tell people, put away money now. You just had a baby. Start putting money away for the chassan. In 18 years, they're getting married. 20 years, they're getting married.
It's amazing.
It's not
and
a
it's
surprise.
not only the amount of money. I think people, it's daunting, the amount of money. But the complexity is there. And you need to have a plan in order to address the complexity of the growth.
Yeah, and it goes with all different parts of the family finances. Like like we need to have like a Dougish on the family finances, because like it's a real thing. It's the Gordon, it's the Gilbert family plan, and be proud of it and grow it and scale it and invest and put away and have your shlish b'kaga, shlish b'mam, if you want to have whatever you do. Yeah, do your thing for your family. All of those finances.
Words sounds like you said Gordon Gilbert. Sounds well together. How about could we combine our finances and just like go to town?
I think the best part is you're building your own identity, your self-identity, and building your own plan.
Yeah,
and because it really is, it really would be fun to.
I always do. I'm a mind walker, as they say.
No, you could. I mean, there is I hear people people get afraid with finances, and that's why people are always shying away from it, and even wealthier individuals and that middle class guy, he's so scared of it and afraid with the shalom bayis part of it. It's a big fear, and people have trauma from it. People have like I don't like bringing therapy and childhood trauma, move further and but with Lamaisa, people with finances, there's a deep relationship that people have, and everybody in a different level, and they're working through it when they're going through these coaching processes. And that's why we're very careful on who our coaches are, and that's why the coaches all have supervision, and the coaches are every family when they're working with a family, they have a supervisor, they're bringing it back to, obviously everything's confidential 100%, and they don't even
from Nachi.
Yeah, from everybody, even from myself.
What's their name?
I myself don't know the families going through. I don't see anything that goes on in that. And I my focus is to reach thousands more families.
Yeah.
And can I know her, like, thousands of families have come through. It's phenomenal. Every family has seen miracles.
I want to ask you about that. You mentioned that you've seen Nisim and Geluim, and I'm curious, as we wind down this episode, in terms of, I just want to know specifically with the grocery situation, what you guys have had. Is there a story that sticks out to you about maybe a family who had this, zaftig grocery bill, and it went to zero one day because of RSK? That rhymed.
So I'll bring in this one family, Klei Kodesh, and Klei Kodesh is people in translate. How would you translate it?
They're working directly in the furtherance of spiritual development.
Or in chinuch,
nice,
which is a way of saying it as well, Momo.
He was asking for English.
We're trying to be efficient here. We're spending words.
No, for whoever understands Klei Kodesh.
So
Hinuch.
So people would say, a Rebbe can never make it. A Rebbe he just can't do it. And this one family, he came in, he's a Rebbe and he's an English teacher. And he needs groceries. He's got 9 kids. He had 9 kids at the time. He went to the financial coaching. He was living in a like they live in Meir Sharm, and this is here locally. And he was going through a very, very hard time. And through the financial coaching, he saw, wow, my numbers are out. I'm done on the second of the month. My month finishes on April 2nd. And he went for a course. So Chas v'Shalom, we never tell people to go out of Klei Kodesh. We would never take that responsibility, or we shouldn't. People should stay in Klei Kodesh. The people who are great at it. And this person, he stopped his English teaching. He went for a course, which we helped him get that course. Baruch Hashem. He's doing a therapy, and he moved to a new house. And he donates every single month. He brings in cash to the office.
Gewalt. You unleashed his earning capacity.
Literally, his English teaching. He was like, okay, that I don't have to do. Other people can do that. And he rocks out his therapy sessions, and it's to me that's somebody seeing the power of himself and how Hashem has that shefa. And somebody I just spoke to this week, who's coming out of the coaching and the grocery, will veer into the middle class, and they're completing their therapy. They went through schooling, and they're getting 1 more month now for Pesach, and they're out. And these are the awesome parts of the. And by the way, shout out to the hardworking families of Klal Yisrael going through this time. I wrote on my status on Sunday. I was like, today's National Cash Call Day for I need money for the grocery, I need money for shopping.
And this episode is very appropriate for this time of year, where it's people going to the groceries and you're spending.
It's so expensive, and clothing, shopping, and it's so expensive. It's so expensive.
And our hope by bringing awareness to this topic is to not perpetuate any anxiety related to the time of year, but rather to utilize it as a impetus to inspire action, and to highlight that there are tools within Mik Amcha Yisrael, there are tools within Klal Yisrael to help people navigate this.
Yeah, and we have coaches all over. We have coaches in Muncie, in Lakewood, in Brooklyn, in 5 towns.
The coaching's free?
It's not for free.
Okay, what's that?
The reason it's not for free is it's a serious process, and we want Nachi coming in.
You want commitment,
and we want Momo coming in, and myself coming in. It's a dignified process. The coaches, even though they don't necessarily need the money, or they're CPAs, lawyers, and people that have jobs during the day, we want it to be a client service relationship.
Wow.
We want it to be something that
I
the
respect
person's
that.
committed. Now we do have scholarships.
I think in addition to having it appeal to everyone, I think it also lends a certain gravity to something. People treat a service that they pay for differently.
Exactly, and that's the nakuda behind it, and that's I siyata d'shmaya. I think the success that has that we see from every family that has come through, it's mind-boggling. And
To get them back on their feet.
getting
That's the
back on
goal.
their feet, get back on your own 2 feet, and the couples that support each other through the hard time of whether it's the woman starting her own business, the husband starting his own business, or going through that job, or the job loss and going to the new job, and supporting each other. Kala kavod to them, because they succeed. I've seen it time and time again. That wife that's there, you gotta go, keep on rocking, and that husband that's for each other. They every single one, 10 out of 10 succeed, and even the others succeed too. But it's just a harder process for yourself, so don't
amazing.
put yourself through it. But
Well,
rsk.org is where they can go at. And
that's a really, first of all,
Yeah.
like 9 out of 10 domain name. That's a really good
Yeah.
domain.
You got a
rsk.org.
3-letter domain name.
It is crazy. I have to shout out to Isaac Leader from Rabbi 911. He was like, Mattis, you gotta get this
That's
domain.
his domain name, Rabbi 911.
His domain name is, oh my god, he's gonna kill me for not knowing this one. I don't know.
Try Rabbi 911.
No, he's no Vital One. He does the flights,
For real?
the medical emergencies, and he was like, you gotta do this rsk.org, and it was there. I was like, whoa, and somebody helped pay for it, and
It's incredible.
Wow.
Listen,
That's
rsk.org, and you guys this summer, Mirza Hashem, you have a baseball tournament,
softball tournament.
and I'm going to be playing, God willing.
No way,
Ooh.
nice.
I am.
Wow.
I am taking the cleats out.
Wow.
You asked David Schwab. You said that he's a good first baseman.
He was a good first baseman. My goal is to not break any bones. And I think
Okay.
I'll Mirza Hashem be happy, but it's for a good cause. The softball tournament to benefit RSK.
Beautiful.
And everyone listening should have an anxiety-free prep for Yontif. And you should know that rsk.org, they're there for you. They're there for you if, chas v'shalom, you're in a situation where you have this fat grocery bill and you're like, I don't know what to do. And they're there for you if you say, hey, listen, in a temporary situation, we need a little bit of a help to get across. You don't need
and they're there for you, Stam, if you want some financial coaching.
Yeah,
not
literally.
need-based.
Exactly, not need based. Anybody, and be that example. If you're running a kahila, you're that guy, that askin, and you're a kahila, go through the financial coaching, because most people that we talk to about it, and yes, some are abundant, and yes, some people, they're like, by the way, do you have a VIP coach? But they should, they need it for themselves. Chas v'shalom, Rabbanim are awesome. I shouldn't be saying this, but people,
No, the
if
Rabbanim
you're
are asking for
themselves,
for their balabatim. They need the
Right.
VIP.
Right.
They need to hook up the
right, good,
a little limud schos.
yeah. But no, or there, it's okay for a Rav to say, I want to learn more and I want to become better in my own personal finances. It's
Absolutely.
okay, and they do, and they're stars at it. And the people having the people who are the Nachi Gordons, the Momos, the people out there, you come through the financial coaching and you can give it over to your friends and your people, and knowing how awesome it is and what a dignified process it was and what it did for your family. It's 10xing, and that's what we got to do.
Mirza Hashem.
10x Klal Yisrael.
Reb Mattis Gilbert, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank
I know
you.
you didn't sleep last night. Mirza Hashem, you'll sleep tonight. Yeah.
After the charity campaign Tuesday.
Okay, after the charity campaign, which debit cards only. A credit card, and we're sending it back. Just kidding, but thank you so much. I hope, I think the things in this episode really lend a lot of insight and light. And what you're doing, the legacy of Shayaleh Kerestir.
Yes.
I love the name. I love how it's connected to the source of what you're doing. It's not like a dinky name like Meaningful Minute. It's awesome. It's
Erroneous.
keep it up.